There's the Lekki International Airport. Where are we with the airport? Is it still on the table?
One thing that I know is that if you look at it from the people that are supposed to be leading that course,
right?
For instance, the Minister of Aviation,
okay,
in the person of Mr. Festus Keyamo,
right?
SAN,
right?
You know, you will realize that right now that doesn't look like a priority,
right?
You know, because of recent, it was trending that to fix the second, to renovate the second wing of Muritara International Airport is going to cost about 712.3 billion naira. You know, they even put some kobo behind it. And that is quite interesting.
Right.
And later on, the minister came out again and started saying that the reason why this have to happen, you know, they need to fix this and all of that. I even commented in one of his posts by saying, I hope even when you finish this your renovation, they will stop collecting Trolleys money from people at the airport. I've traveled to many countries in the world, and Nigeria is quite funny to me that you get to international airport and some trolley guys that look like small demons are always everywhere asking you to pay 1,000 naira to be able to have a trolley in an internet. That is a misrepresentation of a nation. You know, you come into a country, you already told you that you are into struggle. You are about to enter into what you don't know. Now, but this is it. That is what the minister is talking about. If that level of money is taken and is then spent on the so-called airport in Lekki, I believe they will have finished the airport. But now they started, it was an anticipation. It was something beautiful that people are expecting that, you know. But I believe that some people exist to make sure that that particular airport does not exist. And so that this airport, that sounds like a conspiracy theory. But nevertheless, when you look at all of these things and the longer it takes us, you know, it's like people sit somewhere to feed on something not being done within a short period of time. So the longer it takes this thing to be done, the more money we are going to make. So people are saying, okay, let's just do it 10 years, 15 years. You are constructing an airport in 20 years. You have not finished constructing an airport. You'll be wondering what's going on. So as far as that airport is concerned, I will tell you right now, with my frequency in that axis, nothing is happening. And yeah, people still use it to sell land. People still use it to open that one day, one government will resurrect it and just keep going over there. But it's not, because the minister is focusing on renovation. And they say they want to make the second wing to become a standard stop. Now, the point is, nobody has told us how much was spent to do the other wing that was renovated by the Chinese company. Nobody ever.
Was it a renovation or an? It was
a built one.
Started from the scratch.
They started from the scratch. You know, that was one of the side where, you know, they put that down and just rebuilt that, and which happened to be a fantastic place.
Fantastic.
Very fantastic. Nobody ever told us how much that is. But now we are being told how much renovation of this is going to be. And, you know, the whole truth is, if you just oppose what is going on, you will then realize that the emphasis of this just make the other one not to be nowhere. And so Lekki Airport, International Airport, except government shows up, maybe because they have watched this video and tell us that, no, we are working on it and we'll soon be done in 6 months. But nevertheless, nothing is done there. Everywhere is just what it is. People have sold properties all around the environs, and get there, it's just abandoned. Nothing is going on there. And that would have changed the narrative of that exit. That would have created Lagos to become two cities. Right. Because you go to some other countries and you see different airports. Because what's the essence of the airport? Just like free trade zone. The essence of airport also is that a lot of activities happen at the airport. And airport is like monument. And in the study of cities, you will realize that monuments are built so that all the other things can be built around it. Correct. So airport, trade zones are all monuments. So if you build them, build stadium, they are all monuments. Then when all these things are built and properly built and used, because people will come there. Correct. Every other place around the place becomes fully developed at the same time. Just like if you build a very big university, it's a monument. University is not just a university, it's a monument. So a lot of people come there, a lot of life happen there. So all the surroundings then become developed and then a new city emerge. But in a nutshell, that airport is not going anywhere right now. And a lot of people have committed their money to buying properties and speculation around the axis, waiting for one day something is going to happen. And if this thing does not happen, many people maybe will leave this world without seeing the benefit of what they have done, and maybe their children or grandchildren then will think of what else to do with the land. They have to start doing farming or something. But as of today, the government of Lagos is not thinking about that. From what I've seen, I said they'll come up tomorrow and tell us.
From evidences,
there is nothing going on in that axis right now. There is nothing going on there. Nothing.
Because deep sea port that is functioning was a PPP.
Yes.
A private and a public deal. The Dangote refinery and the petrochemical that is functioning is a private sector business. Even the things that are functioning currently inside the free trade zone are private businesses.
Yes.
So now, the international airport is also supposed to be a PPP. But as we speak,
see, government has no business running business. Government has no business running business. And that's why go all over the world, you will see that one of our big brothers right there in Heathrow Airport, you see by airports.
Right.
So people owns airports. You see, until some of these things begin to what individuals or private organizations can own, some certain things will not work. Because government has no business running business. And the moment government is trying to say, oh, this is supposed to be a government stuff, no, give people the opportunity to own an airport. Give people opportunity to be able to do all of those things and make the policy friendly so that people can build stuff. People will come into the nation and get things built. There's no need, trying to start something that will have created. Remember, developers create cities.
Right.
So one of the things that developers will gladly do as an investor, as a business people, raise money all over the world to build an airport somewhere that eventually become, all of the properties around the place become something else and everything will go very well. So these are the things that we aren't doing. And because we ain't doing all of these things, government wants to own all of this, and it's a way to siphon money, and people get this money siphoned without even doing anything. At the end of the day, Nigerians will go out because you can't buy properties. You know how much, you live this life daily. You know how highly expensive it is right now for someone to live in the center of the city in Lagos. The prices are going up in a way that even economists like me cannot understand. You get a house for 2 million in the year 2024, and in the year 2025, the same house is going for 5 million.
Correct.
And you're wondering, what are the yardstick? What are the metrics? What are the indicators that will make this thing like this? It's just simple one matrix. Only one matrix increases the property price in Nigeria in terms of rental, and that is demand and supply. Nothing else, not infrastructure, not anything. It's like now there are more people that want it. Why? More people want to stay in the center of the city. We have many rural areas that just need infrastructures to be fully built. Government don't have to build infrastructures. Governments can make infrastructure to become a PPP. And at the end of the day, you find that that's how nations get built.
Right.
That's how nations get built.
Absolutely.
The nations that we send our children to go and be living there, that's how
PPP.
That's how people build nations. Because
Correct.
from a businessman, I'm going to do these things. There is a place on the mainland of Lagos.
Right.
And this guy, there's a bridge. There's a water that parted a place called Okota and Isolo.
Right.
Now, those guys,
I know the place.
They did PPP. Guess what? They built a very long bridge and they put a toll on it.
Right.
Guess what? People pay. You know what happened? The other side of that city was a very scanty area before the bridge was built.
Right.
Now,
Scanty and full of slums.
Thank you. But as of today, I passed there. I think I was just fascinated. I was coming from somewhere. I passed that back about a month ago. It was night, around 8:30. Everywhere is lighted. Houses have gone everywhere. Because you see, cities are natural. cities are organic.
Right.
What happens is that all you just do about it is just to navigate, create a pathway.
Enabling environment.
Exactly. That's what people are looking for. So business people are the one that build the nation, are the one that make sure the economy works, because that's how they make their money. What government is going to do is to make sure that everything is done in a proper way as an incentive. Give incentives. Tax is an incentive. Tax is supposed to be an incentive. So that at the end of the day, people do what the government want done. And that's what is happening right now. So airport is not built, is there. Lekki International Airport is not built. Our honorable minister says he wants to spend huge amount of money to be able to now renovate.
How much?
7. Oh, jeez. You know, even sometimes to pronounce the money sounds very heavy. You know, 712.3 billion naira. That's what our honorable minister, Mr. Festus.
I heard it has been approved by the Senate.
Yes, it will be approved because the honest truth is, I would have been maybe a little bit excited if that money is now approved to build Lekki International Airport.
Right.
Why? Because the economy of
that
area is going to change.
Will blossom.
Airport Road is already a developed economy.
Correct.
Fully developed economy. There is not, like, what you want to do there? Besides you just blocking, creating menace for us. In terms of now, you will now go into the airport now, will be shut down for a long time because airport is being renovated.
They said they want to do mechanical, plumbing, and electrical fittings.
So that means that this thing is going to be, so that's what it is. If that money is being taken and being sent to Lekki International Airport and say, okay, even though it could be said is outrageous, but nevertheless, you can then say, oh, the macroeconomy around that area,
that entire vicinity,
is going to change, because that's what development does.
Which would in turn generate more revenue for state.
Exactly. So we'll bring it down to the basis of what we are talking about. If we want to develop our nation, we have to be able to look at all of these things in respect of how it concerns individuals and just work on it.